Rinder says this about Tony Ortega. He published this in 2011, 4 years after leaving the church, 3 years after becoming a full-time paid anti-Scientology public relations person. Mike Rinder said, Tony has no subjective reality on Scientology. So it is not possible for him to see any forest. He is stuck on the trees, most of which are old and dead, that wood having been chopped hundreds of times already. The main difference between Tony and you, and there are many, is that you've studied and practiced the subject of Scientology and are continually searching for ways to help people become more enlightened. Tony has stumbled onto the subject as a way of making news and money. They bring him in as this quote-unquote expert who Mike has already acknowledged in writing and published himself. The guy's out for money and stirring up trouble with Scientology. That's his gig. It's really ironic that this series and this season has been sort of predicated on, his expertise, and that he's been in the planning stages of it. He's been on the inside-in team that gets the pre-release of everything, and he pimps and sews all the lines. When the theme has been all about abuse, right? That's been their recurring theme of accusation, abuse of children, sexual abuse, this, that, and the other thing, which I guarantee you, having lived in the inside world and the outside world, you are not going to find an organization. This is how ironic this whole thing is. You are not going to find an organization, religious or secular. I guarantee you, if you had full access to both Scientology and any other organization in the United States, you would not find a cleaner organization on that score. I guarantee it. Okay? And so they need a guy with a warped mind like his with projection, because Tony Ortega, as I've explained previously, got his start in this whole business. He was financed. His whole anti-Scientology business was financed by the back pages of Village Voice, right? Which is under federal investigation right now as we speak by the FBI, all right, under the Racketeering Influence Corrupt Organization statutes, into their conduct of using those back pages for child sex slave trafficking, which Tony Ortega was an incredibly important part of. He was the victim shamer, head defender of all that, okay? And to this day, he's making false public statements as to the extent of his involvement, which the FBI knows about. And I'm not saying that he's a target. I'm saying that his bosses absolutely are targets. And I'm saying he's absolutely involved in it. It's just ironic that this guy with that history could be part of the Planning Commission and the Execution and Orchestration Commission that is carrying out this Fantasyland series that they've done.